his boot off there. The play goes on, taken here by Jackman. It's driven into the centre-half forward position, but Verdon Howell out in front of Whitten. Whitten's still battling on. Whitten falls over. Ross Smith sends it to Baldock, and look at the Saints running wild. A lovely hand pass across to Kevin Roberts. Kevin Roberts sends it down. Austin is there with Darcy. Comes down here to Mackenzie. Oh, a hand pass across here. Looked almost like a throw to Mackenzie. He's kicked not a particularly good one. And we find the Chalmers now kicking the ball further on. And Dittrich is going off the ground. You'll just catch him to the right of those players. Carl Dittrich going off further around. There he goes. Sitting down. And Doggy Rowland's on. There's the kick now up towards Stewart, and he's pulled down another one. He's killing them. There he goes, a right foot kick. Gillard has to sit on Baldock, and it comes here to Rowland. Rowland loses possession, picks it up, a hand pass to Baldock. Baldock ran past it, picked up again by Rowland. He dives on top of it, it's kicked away from him, and the mark taken almost on the half-back flank on the stand side by Mackenzie of Footscray. Tell you what, there have been some bright passages in this last quarter, Butch.
Some very good passages of football, Michael. There's Johnny Schultz now marking in the centre against a particularly strong ruck. He's been an outstanding player all day. Donkey Rowland has come on. There's another player, Breen, down with cramp on the other side of the ground as the kick goes high towards that centre-half forward position. Nearly a mark there. Too dark, but it's a scramble at the moment. A chance here for a clearance. Murray to Sinman. Sinman gets the kick out towards this half-forward flank. And
it's Merrington who takes it. Merrington races on. He's under pressure. And look at that. Murray threw himself at the ball and pulled down the mark. There's Murray's kick now out to the half-back flank on the member stand side. Howell.
Breen it was. There he is, just jogging in towards the centre. Another cramp case. And it's been some pretty pacey football here for players at this time of the season to be getting cramps. Georgie Bissett grabs the ball off the pack, races in towards goal, goes for the long one. But he's offline, and it's 1 point.
I noticed that Bryant has gone back to the back pocket here. Can't see who's gone into the centre for Footscray. Mackenzie's off. Well, the other player, that'll be Thorpe. Thorpe will be on. He's trying to pick up where Thorpe has gone. Usually plays around the half-forward line there. There he is. He's gone into the centre. Thorpe, number 16, you can see him there now as Merrington takes the mark. Tell you what, Merrington shows a lot of promise, but it's going to Howell. Must have been an infringement there, and Howell is on the half-back flank almost on the stand side. There's his kick now. Up they go, and Breen pulls down the mark. I can see Swarsman limbering up here.
Well, Michael, he's got a different jumper on. I'm just trying to check the number before he comes on. The runner out asking permission of Verdon Howell to bring another player on. Bissett gets the ball, runs through, kicks high out towards the flank, and a very nice mark there, taken safely by Merrington of Footscray. This boy Billings is number 22 Billings coming on, and he will come onto the half-back flank, I think. Whitten there, racing for the ball, overruns it. Well, it hasn't been quite Teddy's day, has it, Michael?
Well, they've been clever enough. They've kept play away from him, Alan. If you remember a few weeks ago, Carlton beat Footscray by doing exactly the same thing. Keep Whitten out of the game. Pretty hard on Ted, but if he gets into the game, he's a brilliant player, as we all know. Here it goes towards Stewart, but Merrington has it. Merrington swings around, puts his boot into it, up towards the pocket. Oh, knocked away by Minot, who's a very solid player. It's over the boundary line. Midway between the forward pocket and half-forward flank for Footscray on the stand side. Waiting for the throw-in. The players set themselves. Pleitner goes up. He gets a tap down. Goes to Bissett. Bissett, what's this? A free kick. A free kick has been plucked out of that. It's going to Verdon Howell. Must have been against Thorpe for something. Verdon Howell puts his boot in it. Drives up towards centre-half forward. Baldock is there. He pushes Gillard out beautifully. Plays on now up towards the forward pocket. Here's a go, Austin.
How would you like to be leading to Baldock or Stewart?
I'll tell you what, if Austin, his kicking is improving all the time, but when he hits his straps kicking, he'll kick a million goals. There's his kick. It's swinging offline. Just goes out of bounds in the forward pocket on that outer side. Almost into the time-on period. 23.5 minutes of the final quarter gone. There's a throw in, up they go. Across it comes here to Delmenico. Delmenico is met by Howell, who must be having a run on the ball now.
There's
yes, I
Billings'
can see
half-back
Billings has
flank.
gone to the half-back flank, and Snowy Howell onto the ball. The Tasmanians have had a good day here today. There's the knockdown. It goes to Baldock. Baldock from a most acute angle kicks into the goal square, and Darcy marks. There's the kick now, out towards Bissett. It's over Bissett's head. He just wasn't tall enough. He's battling on there with Smith. It's picked up here by Pleitner. A hand pass across to McGowan. McGowan goes for a bit of a run here. There's plenty of space for him to run too. He kicks to the half-forward flank on the stand side, and the mark has been pulled down by Merrington, although it was a funny sort of effort. Had a few bites of the cherry there. Up comes Merrington now. It's off the side of his boot to the forward pocket. Dark is leading out there. They fly for it. Dark was under a lot of pressure. Murray comes out on top with the ball, puts his left boot into it and drives it over the boundary line on the half-back flank on the stand side. Well, I tell you what, they're a pretty classy side, the old Saints. Don't worry about that. They look a real good side.
Well, they've played premiership football here today, Michael, having a good long kicks, plenty of pace, and we're just ticking over into time on now with the scoreboard 15-14 to 7-11, and Pleitner to Whitten to Bissett. Bissett now fiddles around with it a bit. He gives it over here to O'Connor, and it's kicked wildly a goal, really, and it's 1 point. They haven't had the best of luck, but still they've played a pretty powerful combination here today.
Butch, they had their chances in the first quarter, Footscray. They wasted them. They could have been about 4 or 5 goals up at quarter time.
Getting a bit gloomy here too now as time ticks on. There's the kick. Chalmers had scrambled down onto the ground here. Nobody's getting away. He's picked the free kick out of it.
Looks like it's going to Brian Sirakovsky, the centre half-back for St Kilda. He kicks it out to the half-back flank. Oakley's there, and Oakley pulls down a very easy mark.
I'd like to see St Kilda's discipline here. Each time today a player in the correct position has been allowed to go for it. There's a nice pass in towards Smith, protected by Billings. Good shepherding, and the kick goes up here to Ed Bryant. Oh, and Austin came right over the top. It comes down to Baldock, over to Rollins. Rollins dragged him through. He'll get a free kick for in the back. St Kilda's 19th man. He's only been on the last 5 or 10 minutes. He's within kicking distance, I say 35 yards out. The scoreboard 15-14 to 7-12. Can he score? Up comes Rollins, a drop punt, it's short. Everybody flies for it. Oh, big chance of a mark there. Neil. Oh, I'd pay that one.
He's paying it all right, don't worry about that.
Oh,
and he's already kicked one, Butch. He is, say, 15 yards out on a slight angle. He's kicked quite a few behinds, 3 or 4 behinds too. Up he comes, puts his boot into it. 1 point.
You must if he's kicked another behind.
4 behinds he's kicked, 1 goal, 4. But by golly, he can pull down some marks, that fellow. Waiting for David Darcy, the Footscray fullback, to kick out. Up comes Darcy. Puts his boot into it. Oh, it's another glorious kick, almost to the wing position on the stand side. Comes to the ground, a kick off the ground here by Oakley. Sends it across, and Jackman is marked. Smith coming in on the mark at centre half back. There's Jackman's kick from the centre half back position up towards centre half forward, and Whitten led in the race for the ball by Sirakovsky, and Sirakovsky marks. Sirakovsky is going to try a short one in here, looking for Howell. Howell doesn't make any mistake, and Howell's right in the centre of the ground. Plays on immediately, kicks up looking for Baldock. Gillard's in front. Oh, Baldock hooked that around beautifully. Magnificent play, but he's given away a free kick. 2 Footscray players are down over there. Who's getting the free kick? Looks like John Gillard. Stewart must have got one on the nose. Is it Ian Stewart? Looks like him.
It is Ian Stewart, Michael.
There's the kick now from Gillard to the wing position on the outer side. Schultz in front takes the mark in front of Minot. Waiting for John Schultz to play on now. The punt kick up towards centre half forward. Whitten's there. It's knocked away by Sirakovsky. Very well done. Down to Smith. Smith tries one up to the half forward flank on that outer side, but marking in defence there is Shanahan. Waiting for him to put the ball into attack. There's a kick into the centre of the ground, and the mark has been taken by Thorpe. Thorpe now runs around the man on the mark, namely Darryl Griffiths. He's given a clear passage in by Ted Whitten. Kicks to the forward pocket on the outer side. Bissett is racing forward. He's being pressed as the siren goes to end the game. And a glorious victory to the Saints after 2 defeats. They've come back strongly and looked every inch a real good side. St Kilda 15-15, 105. Footscray 7-12, 54. Oh, I reckon we'd play that last quarter of that incident. Oh, you got to.
There goes the side to end the game with Geelong running out comfortable winners 12 goals 20-92 to 8 goals 7-55.